Alright guys, so we're gonna start with working the basic lockdown. So if Renee is here in my half guard, if you get back here where my feet are. So if his feet are turned in, sometimes I can get I have to switch my legs. I triangle my legs and get under that foot. Now when I stretch his legs out, stretch his leg out, he'll fall forward. Okay? And then I can grab his hips, I can whip him up, or I can whip him back down. And that's known as the whip up. Okay? I'm pinching his legs tight. Just pinching his leg tight, and then I can whip him up or whip him down. Okay? If you notice, Renee has his hands on the mat. So when I whip him up, his hands are on the mat. I have a few options. One is I can head an arm triangle from this side. Come under, push on over, raise my hand, lock it up, get the tap. And preferably I want to be more on my side. If I can't get the tap here, get the finish here, I can always come up and pull him in my lap. Or I can come up, of course, come around and take his back. So from that, sometimes your partners or your opponents, they will counter a different way. So one option is if Renee doesn't post his hands, when I whip him up, he's just gonna fall over. I can just bring him over here. Now I'm on top. Okay, so we'll go back. If you come up here on my head. So if I whip Renee up, one option that they'll do, since they don't want to for me to get a Kimura here, right? From my lockdown position, I whip him up, or I grab him, his hands are on the mat, I can get a Kimura even on this side, right? I got a guillotine over here, I got a Kimura on this side. So a lot of times they'll keep their hands on my body because they don't want to post their hands on the mat for fear of getting Kimura. So when I whip them up, a lot of times they'll post with this leg in the combat base. So I'll have his feet on the mat, his knee up in there, exactly like that. So now he has a base here, he has balance, so I can't throw him over. You either post it like this, or you might post it even out a little bit, like that. Either way, I'm gonna take my shoulder, in this instance, my right shoulder, underneath his kneecap, like this. And then from here, I'm gonna fall over. I still have my lockdown. I wanna be on my side. I connect, make sure my shoulder's under his knee, and I bite down in his leg, and I stretch him out. There we go. So for the electric chair. So I got the electric chair here. If you notice, Renee's hands are close together. They're not posting on the mat. His right arm is inside. So that allows me, let's say I can't get him to tap here from the electric chair. I can just come up right here and then get him to tap here. Stretch him out there. If he's not tapping there, I can also use it as just passing it up. Okay, here. So one more time. I have the lockdown, I whip him up. If he posts with his leg, another option I have too, let's say he's got a very flexible groin area, like maybe he can do the split. So I have him stretched out here and he's not tapping, right? And he's not tapping here. Another option I have is just pulling this leg over my head, and then I can rotate my knee down and come up. And I can put him either in a cradle or I can work to take his back here.